What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes recap for this week's patch notes. So let's go on in. First thing is there is no fishing event with the Termian Water Park that came out. It gets asked about every 38 seconds in server chat, so be ahead of the game and know that there is no koi fishing, octopus fishing, none of that. None. It's not there. Could pop up later. That's a popular theory at the moment because the Termian Water Park is going until August 28th. So we've got 6 weeks of that. So there's a somewhat of a chance that it'll be introduced later on. But as it stands right now, we got nothing. So there isn't any. That's it. As far as the events in the Termian Water Park, not going to drill through them. It's a bunch of mini games and stuff. You can do them daily, and some of them, whatever, blowing up balloons, and same thing that we've done across the board. A lot of this is so that you can get these Termian coins, and you are going to use those coins to then trade in for cool stuff here, as you can see, coins and seals and what have you. Shikatu's luxury box being the thing that's not a hat or whatever other stuff that you've got there. And if you don't know, the Shikatu luxury box level 2 has to drop. It's got a table for you there. Pretty much memory fragments is what you're going to get. You're going to get a bunch of memory fragments out of it, but you could get up to a Tet enhanced accessory if you're super, super, super lucky. So yeah, if you want to check out the individual quests, just go to the water park and do it. There's a ton of them. There's also a buff with this little parfait thing to check out as well. But yeah, I'm not going to spend an hour going through all that stuff because it's just whatever. Ongoing events, we've still got Altar of Blood awaits, Black Spirit Adventure still running, and the Monster Zone event for last week is continuing up until the following update as well, and then they'll probably continue it with some other zones once we get to that point. Global Donkey Race reward has been sent out. We have the new furniture Nuver statue and Kudum lamp that were added. Talked about these when we saw them on the KR servers the week prior, but these items will give you a buff. The Kudum lamp gives you AP plus 15 and ignore resistance 5%, and the Nuver does also 15 AP boost and all resistance plus 5%. The plus 15 AP does not stack, and the two buffs can be active at the same time, but you will not get the AP boost from both. And in order to make them, you need the Ancient Kudum's Fragment, 3 of those, 50 Star Diamonds, 100 Rumbling Earth Shards, 1 Concentrated Boss's Aura, and 500 Trace of Despair, the Nuver needing the same thing except for Blood Rubies, Nuver's Hide, Firehorn to be made. Also gives furniture points. They're made with manufacturing. You get it from there. Added the Shere Khan Guardian Spirits Extermination description, following requirements for Commissioned Officer, Crimson Reaper, and military. And we've got to celebrate the Termian Water Park Festival. Old Moon Guild is offering Old Moon Sky balloon rides between Alternate and Termian for free. You used to have to exchange Blackstones for them, and currently you don't have to do that. So there you go. Some zones had their escape points set somewhere too far from the zones, which took too much time and effort to return to, which in turn wasted buffs from food, scrolls, elixirs, villas. To resolve this, the following zone's escape point was changed to the zone's general goods vendor, Histria, Akhman, Pradi Cave, and both of the Secrea zones as well. Got some adjustments in Altar of Blood, fixed an issue where the room would not reset as it should intermittently. Improvements were made so that you can no longer be invited to a party while waiting for the Altar of Blood matchmaking, and added the function to immediate entry to each of the Altar Blood illusions, and we can see how many it costs there. It's the Nightmare Fragments to immediately enter those zones. Only if the party leader has previously completed it, of course. We've got some game world fixes across the board, optimize certain effects to decrease file size, which is interesting. But the big one we've got is that History of Ruins was expanded. We did see this hit the test server and the Korean servers as well prior. So, the lore here. An old wall of the History of Ruins collapsed, revealing a new path to other areas of the ruins, and more players can now make use of the Monster Zone in Histria. The developer comment on it, we got continuing the revamping of Monster Zones this week. We updated History of Ruins. Adventurers have to prepare a certain level of equipment to enter Akhman and Histria. You must endure various obstacles, such as roaming the desert. So we think that it should be more satisfactory for adventurers to conquer. With this week's patch, History of Ruins is now more than twice its previous size, so now you can explore the area with ease. The next location we're looking into is somewhat similar to Histria Ruins, the Hasra Ancient Ruins, I guess is where they're going to be focused next. Well, we got our pretty standard graphical fixes across the board for whatever special stuff they're wearing. And then with Shy, we've got temporary changes were made so that Shy cannot accept my little first pony quest. Changes were made so that the Santa's hat die slots appearing normally. Fixed an issue where the EXP was applied abnormally when transferring Shy's alchemy or gathering level to another character. Those using life EXPs from another character to Shy, rather. Improvements were made so that the standby motions look more natural, and yada yada. We get it. Some item changes here. We've got fixed an issue where the below residence install items already had their functions updated but did not have the updates in the item descriptions. You can see those listed there. A lot of beds for that. And we've got some issue fixes across the board stuff here. Additions were made so that you can process the following equipment through heating and obtain materials. It was the shy weapons added to that. Fixed description of some below items where they had repetitive trade information. You can now see the appearance of Black Star weapons in the die menu. However, they're still not available to die. Fix the issue where the scrolls below had incorrect effects. Please note that these items will be disabled until next week's maintenance as further measures are being finalized. We'll share with you the details of this soon. Before, it was the Combat XP 100% 10-minute scroll and Skill XP 50% scroll. And now Combat EXP is 10% and 5%. So it was literally literally 10 times stronger than it was supposed to be. Apparently, what are these from? 10-minute scrolls. Oh, these are from the Stars End excavation node. You can sometimes get these, I believe. That's interesting. That's 10 times less. Anyways, continuing on, some mechanic changes. Some changes were made so that buffs you can obtain through Rage Absorption or Rage Absorption innate. The following buffs can be applied simultaneously with the same buffs. Crit hit rate and attack speed will now stack with other buffs already used. We saw this hit the Global Labs a few weeks back. So for an example, critical hit rate plus 30% from a Meiwa's General Apricot and the critical hit rate plus 35% buff from Meiwa's Rage Absorption. Those two will appear as two separate icons, and both critical hit rate increase buffs from those are to be stacked. And attack speed buffs for the same idea, 20% from General Apricot and 40% from the Rage Absorption. You will get, those are not stacked. The buff will be displayed as two separate icons, but attack speed buffs are not stacked. Crit is. Therefore, the higher stat buff, the attack speed buff from Rage Absorption, is the only one applied. We don't really need the developers comment on that. That's pretty straightforward. Some monster changes here. We did get, of note, doubled the time that it took a monster from the Akhman Temple's upper area to reappear after dying, and placed additional monsters, and decreased the number of monsters from some of the Akhman Temple's lowest areas. The comment on it, we ran the event that reduced monster respawn rates in Akhman for a few weeks, which many adventurers enjoyed. Last month, we patched each of the rooms so that we each have a different spawn time to have similar efficiency in monster hunting. However, some rooms had too many monsters spawning, so we had to tweak either the number of monsters or their respawn times. Again, trying to make each room in Akhman somewhat close to each other, and obviously the top rotation was still pretty much the best on that. And also, side notes that it's really cool that they're continuing to give us developer comments on these in the last month or so of patch notes. It really helps the insight of when they're making small tweaks and changes like that. I do like seeing that across the board. We got some quest knowledge updates as usual there. A whole bunch of issue fixes in interface. Added an option in the knowledge menu to toggle the knowledge information displayed next to the monster names, which we also saw that hit the KR servers previously. We got the bookmark feature added to Adventure Log. New level up information menu was also added. Added a button in the old and new escape menu that links you to the official website homepage, which I don't think we necessarily needed. Party platoon members and guild members now have different icons displayed on the minimap. Changes were made so that the warning message of a nearby strong monster is not displayed before level 10, which makes sense because everything is going to be strong monster there. Fix some of the terrain parts of Altar Blood and fix an issue where bosses of Altar Blood continued attacks against players behind walls and did not deal any damage to them. And we have a known issue in German only, aware of an issue where the crafting notes for the Nuver and Kudum furniture items are not being displayed properly. That'll be fixed in next week's patch, so we got that coming up. Let's take a look at the Pearl shop for this week and see what we got popping off. We've got the Beachwear bundle for male classes here. It is apparently on discount at 2,200 pearls, so if you care, it exists. There it is. Go for it. You can also get a turtle along in the bundle. Pets, if you need to combine that. Of course, we got the female class beachwear bundles as well, also at 24% off, allegedly also contains a turtle. So if you feel like you need this too while you're hanging out at the water park, go ahead and get it. We got the summer pet pack, which we've seen several times before, at 2,900 pearls, so a little bit of a discount there as well. Turtle, penguin, crab, and then some food along with it, along with a coupon. The Terminace outfit set, which comes around actually twice a year. It comes with the water park, and then sometimes in the wintertime they also drop this outfit as well. Of note, Lawn and Shy do not have this outfit. Not exactly sure why, but they don't. I could have sworn the Lawn one came out, but I could be mistaken. But I thought it did exist. I don't expect Shy to ever get that in general. And we've got the Terminator horse gear and wagon set. Alongside those, some sale on furniture stuff, if that's your thing. We've got the Pavilla costume released for Shy. That's the alchemy costume, so that one is now out. We've got even more Shy accessories and Shy hats, which they seem to add every single week. And we do have the event 250 weight limit boost, which comes around again a few times a year. They offer this, so if you feel like you need more weight on your main character, go ahead and grab this one now because it's not always available. So that is it for the patch notes. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications whenever new videos do go live. And if you want to catch us live streaming, there's a link in the description below. If you head on over to the Twitch page there, you can just drop a follow so you get a notification when the live stream is up. Also has the schedule posted on that page for each week, so you know when the live streams will be coming up. So that is going to be it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.